Jennifer, it's been 9 months. 9 months. Where have you been?
Nobody quite like you. Got me falling through and through. Straight to the top, I'm tumbling. My roller coaster's rumble.
Hey guys, it's Chachis. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no video. My last video was in September. So many things have happened in the time span of these 9 months. I'm gonna try to make this video short, or else I would just keep going on forever, and it's gonna be a super long video. I didn't do my eye makeup or, get all pretty because I know I'm going to cry doing this video. That's a fact. The last video I uploaded was in September when I went to the United States to visit my parents and my family. I was there for like 2 weeks and a half, and I uploaded a vlog, just like seeing my friends, seeing my family and everything. So I was there for 2 weeks. I came back in October. When I got here, COVID wasn't that bad at this point in time, just here where I live. Just like a week after I got here, things went downhill. Things started getting really bad. Cases in COVID were rising. People were getting sick. People here in this town were infected. Everybody was scared. Nobody wanted to go out, and just like, it was crazy. At the end of October, my husband's uncle got COVID and he passed away. He was sick for like a week and a half, but they were attributing it to like a really strong cold. They were saying it was like the flu or something. And he went to the doctor and they told him it was something in his liver, something like that. I can't remember correctly, but they never actually tested him for COVID. And at the end, he ended passing away from COVID. So he passed away on October 30th. We actually had this vacation planned in the middle of November. We were supposed to go to the beach, and it was supposed to be amazing, and we canceled that just because of what happened. Obviously, it was really sad. Everyone was sensitive. They didn't actually give them his body. They had to cremate him. They weren't allowed to do mass. They weren't allowed to do like a proper funeral. So everything was not okay. A week later, it turns out that both of my in-laws had COVID. So then my husband comes back from work and he decides to stay with me just because in his job, whenever he comes back or whenever he leaves, they test him for COVID. He was not supposed to be exposed to anybody who had COVID. So he stayed here in the first week of November. By now, you might have noticed that I keep saying husband, my husband, but Jennifer, isn't he your boyfriend? When did you get married? We didn't actually get like married, religiously married, or legally married, because we wanted to have a wedding, and obviously because of COVID and everything happening, it was just absolutely not possible. And we just came to the decision that we were going to move in together. Initially, we said we were moving in together in December. These things happened in November. He stayed with me, and then we had a discussion of, are you like really gonna move in back with your parents? And then like 2 weeks later, come and move in here. So he's like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna stay. And we've been living together ever since. So it's been like, I think like 7 months since we've been living together, and it's been really great. The reason that I say my husband is because I think you have to understand the Mexican culture a little bit. It's not like in the United States where it's normal to say, oh, I live with my boyfriend, I live with my girlfriend. Culturally, that's just like not something that happens here. Once you move in with someone, it's expected that that person is your husband, that person is your wife, that's who you're going to be with like forever, basically. And although we're not legally married yet or religiously married, we do have this commitment with one another that eventually, when it's the right time and everything passes, we are going to have a wedding and we are going to get married and be husband and wife. But just from now on, if you see in my videos that I'm calling him, oh, my husband, oh, it's because of that. If that does happen, I'll let you guys know. Obviously, there will be a video and a ring on my finger. So then that happened in November, and then in December, Christmas came and New Year's came. It was so sad. Everybody was sad. Christmas was just not the same. New Year's was not the same. I feel like we had a good time, but just family was apart because everyone was afraid to be together. Nobody wanted to get sick. New Year's came and I was not expecting at all how I was going to start 2021. The first week of 2021 was horrible. And during that week, my mom started calling me and telling me, you know what, your cousin, he's getting worse. So I had a cousin, he had a pulmonary disease for like 2.5 years. And towards the end of the year, towards the end of that year, he started getting worse. Eventually he had to start carrying his oxygen because he couldn't breathe on his own. It was January 6th in the morning, and my dad called me and he said, you know what, Jennifer, your cousin, he's not doing too well. He's really sick, so we're taking him to the hospital. I took him to the hospital, and I think it was like around 7 p.m. when my mom called me and told me, you know what, they have to intubate him. And I just, like, from personal experience, I knew it was not going to end well. Why? Because they intubated, like, in October when they intubated my husband's uncle, like, they intubated him, and like an hour and a half later he passed away. So when my mom told me that they intubated my cousin, I was just really afraid. Like, I knew things were not gonna end well, and I knew what was gonna happen. So like 2 hours later, I told my husband I'm gonna get in the shower, and then I was gonna go to my aunt's house. And when I got out of the shower, I looked at my phone and I had a missed call from my cousin Giselle, which was his sister. And immediately in my heart, I knew what had happened. So I call her back, and and she tells me, yeah, you know what, Sema, he passed away. It was this feeling that I have never, ever, ever felt in my life. It's the first time in my life that I lose someone that I love so much, like with all of my heart. And I can say that from the beginning of 2021 up until now, which has been like 5 months, I had been grieving really hard, just my life change. It's something that I think we knew would eventually happen, but I think we never wanted to accept that was gonna happen. He passed away January 6th, and like 4 days later, I got on a plane and I flew to Chicago, and I was there with my family, and we had his funeral. And it was just like the worst feeling, coming home and being sad, like not being happy. Like I saw my friends and they comforted me. Like I saw my parents, but it was just a horrible feeling coming home to something like that. It took us like 3 weeks to get his body down here to Mexico. There was like all of these regulations because of COVID. They kept saying, did he pass away because of COVID? No, he did not. He had a pulmonary disease, but they were just making everything difficult. Flew his body out from like Chicago to Mexico City, and then from Mexico City to Guadalajara, and then from Guadalajara, they had to get the hearse to drive him from Guadalajara here, which was like another 9 hours. It was just like this whole process that was emotionally and physically draining. By the time we put like his body to rest and buried him, it was like the end of January. But in part, that was the biggest reason that I was gone for such a long time. It was because I was grieving. We all grieve differently, obviously, but it was really, really hard on me personally. But now I feel like it's something that I have to accept. It's a pain that is never going to go away in my life. It's something that I have to deal with and just try to be okay. I am okay. Obviously, I'm happy. because there have been a lot of blessings in my life these 9 months as well. I eventually want to do like a house tour because I have so many new things. You know, I have a lot of new furniture, and there was a point when I did stop making videos too. I think it was like when I came back in September that I uploaded that vlog. I started to get comments of like, wow, she's really poor. Wow, she must have done something to be like that. And that really like got to me and it hurt my feelings. And I was talking to my best friend about it, Elva. And she would just laugh and make it like lighter. It was just like, it was easier to deal with, and she's like, don't take that to heart, you know. But at one point I did take it to heart. I can say that I'm officially back, and I'm excited because next month my cousin Giselle and my brother Aldo are visiting for 2 weeks, and we have a vacation planned. So I'm going to be vlogging that. I'm going to upload a vlog. I'm going to try to upload a vlog tomorrow, which took me forever to film, but that's another story. But anyway, if you guys watched until the end, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still subscribed, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for sticking with me. And I promise I'm going to be a better YouTuber, and I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Bye guys, love you.